In the ring to start bout 3.
At all times, protect yourself at all times. Vallie, any questions? Question from you, Ashley. All right, hook them up, let's fight.
Your referee is Tom Johnson. Let's do this!
Here we go, fight fans. Wearing the black and pink trunks is Vallie Meade. Across the cage, wearing the black and white trunks is Ashley Dean. Referee Tom Johnson in the center of the cage to take care of the action, make sure all the rules are followed. So here we go, Meade with the pink and Dean with the white. A couple of long jabs traded by the fighters, and Meade goes downstairs with the leg kick.
Yeah.
Dean just a little bit late on her head movement there. Ate a jab, then moved the head. Meade doing a nice job pressuring forward. Dean looking to get it down to the ground now, but the striking of Vallie Meade really paying off here.
It is, if she's able to keep her at bay with the jab. One of the things that we see out of Vallie, she'll eat punches if she has to. She's not afraid to, and actually has told me she likes to. Meade likes to get punched, it motivates her. So that one there, that right hook there ought to motivate her, I would say.
Not a bad attribute for a fighter to have. Be able to take a shot and get fired up. Dean starting to get off with her shots a little more effectively now.
She's starting to get her distance on that right hook. She likes to throw it without a jab.
Leg kicks thrown by both fighters. And Dean keeps looking for that big right hook. Hasn't had any effect with it yet, but if the hands of Meade start to come down a little later in the fight, that might find a home.
Dean has got one fight to her credit, which was a win.
Oh, and there's that big right hand. Finally finds a home, and the face of Meade marked up a little bit.
Starting to bleed from the nose, it looks like.
And a little bit from Dean as well, so both fighters bloodied up again, going to the big right hand. The corner of Meade wanting the takedown, asking him to go for the inside trip. Eats a hard shot, a little bit staggered there.
Right hook again. She throws that right hook. There it is again.
I believe a fighter in the white trunks has a favorite technique.
She likes to throw that right hook. She doesn't lead with a jab, so you can't always see it coming.
Oh, and a big shot. Staggered and dropped is Meade. Dean throwing hard shots from the top. Good punches coming down.
Meade defending.
Grabs the waist, trying to shut down those strikes a little bit, but big shots coming down by Dean. Referee's warning the bottom fighter. Just a couple of more hard shots ought to be enough to stop this fight. Continuing to flare away from the top is Ashley Dean.
Running out of gas.
Meade doing just enough to keep herself in this. There's the end of the round.
My goodness.
That is about as close as you get to having a fight stopped without it actually happening. An Excellent finish by Ashley Dean, but Vallie Meade able to hang tough, comes out for round 2, fires off a leg kick. And again, we see the big right hook from Dean.
And we can expect that Coach Drew Lawrence has sent Dean out to bang and be aggressive, take advantage of what she did in the first round. Ooh, almost a punch to the back of the head there.
Good leg kick landed by Dean. Probably her best kick of the fight. Meade very marked up in the face.
Continues to press the pace.
Good shots by both fighters. And there's another staggering right hand.
Sucking big air, though.
Definitely. Mule kick grazes for Meade, and she takes a hard shot. Corner of Meade saying turn it up. You're right, they see that Dean is a little bit fatigued. They want their fighter to take advantage of that, try to capitalize on the situation.
Press the pace and use her conditioning, because she's got to keep her hands up, JR, when she presses, if she's going to eat those big rights, and that's not a good thing ever.
Dean is doing a good job of moving her hands fast, but afterwards she's very flat-footed. But when you land shots like that, it hardly matters. Both fighters tasted the full power that the other has to offer, both still standing. And there's the right hook again.
Meade's obviously tough as nails, but my goodness, how many more of those rights can she take?
This is a rough way to win a fight, I tell you what. Or be in a fight at least.
That's a quick right.
Certainly is. There it is again. She's throwing that from her waist now. Like you pointed out, Neil, we're starting to see that fatigue be a factor. Should we go later on in the rounds, it might be something that'll pay off for Meade should her conditioning come through. But Dean, again, able to land just crushing punches.
She's looking, I think the more tired she gets, the more that right hand is going to fly wider and wider. It makes it dangerous, but she should be able to get out of the way, I would think.
In the corner of Meade saying they want her to shoot. The corner people sick of seeing this fight standing up. They know that the fighter in the pink trunks has to be behind on the judges' scorecards.
Obviously, yeah, in both rounds. I mean, it has to be at this point a 2018 fight, and Vallie's got to stop, or Meade has got to stop this fight in order to win it.
We got round 3.
Well, the best that we could hope for is round 3 that mimicked rounds 1 and 2. The crowd is just loving this fight, and with good reason. Great back and forth action, although Meade has to be clearly ahead on the judges' scorecards.
Yeah, Meade is going to have to get this thing, I would think, to the ground or hope for a knockout, but she's certainly got to have a stoppage to win the fight at this point.
Yeah, Dean pulling ahead, I meant to say, and Meade definitely showing her toughness in this fight. See if her cornerman gave her some things to change up, and if she's able to follow through with those instructions here in the third.
Yeah, she absolutely has no lack of heart. She's just going to have to press the pace, hope for fatigue, and maybe set something in on the ground.
Again, we see the hands of Dean being held very low, but Meade not able to capitalize on that. Meade also has a height and reach advantage, but just not taking advantage.
There's that big right hand again. And then even taking it to the ground, we don't know what's going on. I could see one of the Douglas brothers across the cage cornering for Dean, so that means she's got some really good BJJ. There we press him, big punches.
Best flurry in the fight here for Meade. Really pressing the action, fires off with some knees. Referee warns her not to let a knee land to the groin. Pushes her opponent away with a front kick and continuing to fire off with the punches. Now it's Dean that answers back. Meade lands some kicks, goes up to the face. Good shot by Meade. Both fighters bloodied, and they're just standing in the center of the cage, willing to go toe-to-toe with one another.
Big right hook again. Straight right hand by Dean, and they're all landing.
Significant blood surrounds the face of Meade.
She's got to continue to press. She's got to finish her. There's that big right hand again, though, from the hip.
This time set up with the jab. It was thrown as a 1-2 combination, which we hadn't seen earlier. Fighters exchange leg kicks. You can see on Meade her legs starting to have the effects of those kicks show. Faked the hook, came with the right, straight up the middle. Nice technique by Dean there. About a minute left in this fight.
And I just don't know if Meade's got enough energy to finish this thing off.
Both corners imploring their fighters to press forward.
And you know, Dean looks fatigued, and every time I think she's got nothing left, she throws a big, big right hand.
Big punches, and she was very fast on that 1-2 combination. Again, flat-footed with it, but the hand speed making it so that the footwork doesn't really matter for her. And the head of Meade rocks back on that one. 10 seconds
She
left.
just keeps pressing forward. I tell you, I think speed was the factor, JR.
Believe so. Good leg kick lands for Meade, and there it is. And